We started with 8 talented and hungry teams.
Yeah, baby!
And after 2 rounds of thrilling battles, half the teams were forced to pack their bags and go home.
Oh, right the gog.
And now it's down to the final 4. Some players are bruised, some are beaten.
All day we fight!
But the battle for paintball bragging rights continues, and the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships is in their sights.
Come on!
Next on ESPN2. Welcome to the Mohegan Sun Arena for the Smart Parts World Paintball Championship.
I'm Bill Gardner here with paintball icon Matty Marshall.
Thanks, Bill. Well, we're heading into our 3rd place game right now between LA Excessive and the Atlanta Predators. A lot of people thought that Excessive would be playing for the title. They lost to a scrappy Naughty Dog team. And the Predators, they squeaked into the semifinal matchup. And then they lost to a very, very strong San Diego Dynasty.
Come on now!
We're down to our final 4 teams. In the first round, we had some magic, we had some major moves, and we had some surprises. But in the end, we had the Seattle Naughty Dogs, Los Angeles Excessive, San Diego Dynasty, and the Atlanta Predators moving on to the semifinals. In the semifinals, it was the Seattle Naughty Dogs shocking LA Excessive, while San Diego Dynasty handled business against Atlanta Predators.
Let's go, boys! Come on!
But before we move on, let's take a look back at some of the battles.
Let's go, baby.
Don't stop. Remember what you came here for. You didn't come here to lose, did you?
Big players have big games. Oh, big move!
He got them both.
Ooh, takes one directly Cyclops in his face.
Very tight game.
Barely any time left. It's anyone's ball game right now.
Atlanta in real trouble. A lot of pressure on these teams. The winner here goes on to the championship.
Take control right now. Got to get it.
San Diego coming back. The celebration from the Naughty Dogs.
Dynasty moves on to the finals.
We're going to the finals. This is what we came here for.
So next week, Seattle and San Diego will meet in the finals. Today's consolation game is for 3rd place and has Los Angeles Excessive taking on the Atlanta Predators. Now let's meet our teams. They were the surprise team of the tournament. Now they have a shot at 3rd place. They're the Atlanta Predators. Let's take a look at the Predators. They got some major talent in Jimmy Sareva, Rich Garcia, and Jordan DeJesus.
ATL, baby.
Also look for Mike Venezia, Jeff Malone, and JT Bouchard, who will be looking to bring home the win.
Nature versus nurture.
Atlanta's coach is Paul Alders. They were one of the pre-tournament favorites who came up just a little bit short. They're the Los Angeles Excessive. Let's take a look at Excessive. Well, they've got some major talent. Nikki Cuba, Davey Williamson, and Rusty Glaze.
A goose.
And Scott Kemp, Thomas Taylor, and Nikki Vegas are definitely not to be overlooked. Los Angeles' player coach is John Richardson.
You get this like a wall, all these markers.
Well, we're just about ready for the first point, but before we begin play, let's look over the rules for this tournament.
Our teams play 2 20-minute halves. It's 5-on-5, capture the flag. To score a point, you must capture the flag and hang it in the other team's space. A hit on any part of the body or equipment, and the player is eliminated and must leave the field immediately. If they fail to do so, they'll be given a penalty. Penalties are similar to hockey. Minors are 2 minutes in length, and majors are 5.
All right, you can hear the guys getting themselves up for this game. Here, Thomas Taylor pumping up Excessive. And the Southern boys getting their ATL shout going on. Last minute hard right call. You see Excessive breaking out hard right. Greg Hastings of the Xbox video game fame all the way to the X behind Snake 1. There he goes, rolling his gun. He's going to try to get all the way to the box behind Snake 2, but you can't really go up there like that.
Not like that.
You want to go in low. You want to. I mean, he obviously felt he could shoot his way in. Oh, and Davey Williamson tried to get out to that Dorito side. He gets taken out as well. So Atlanta looking real strong in this first point here. You know, they did a really good job in the last match that they played, shooting people off the break. They broke down a little bit at the end of the game, but they definitely are doing a good job. Here comes JT Bouchard. JT Bouchard making his move out to the Dorito side. We saw Davey Williamson for Excessive already get shot trying to bump out there. Oh, Rusty Glaze dies. So Excessive Losing guys making their moves. And they just lost Rusty out of his bunker, and it's Johnny Richardson.
Atlanta controlling the field now, both wires.
Johnny Richardson had a phenomenal game for excessive.
Oh, he just got shot there.
But he gets nicked in the barrel. It's up over the top of that bunker a little bit too long.
JT moving up almost to the 50s at the 40.
It's just Thomas Taylor left for excessive.
It's just a matter of time now.
JT making smart bumps. Just waiting for Thomas to not be looking. Then he puts Thomas in and makes his move. Thomas still battling out of that snake. Oh, there it is. That's a shot. JT finally gets a shot on Thomas Taylor. He closed in enough ground, going up that Dorito side, opening up Thomas Taylor's side.
First point goes to Atlanta.
So Jimmy Sareva grabbing that flag and running it in. Jimmy, the seasoned veteran on Atlanta. He's been playing tournament paintball for about a little over a decade. And we see in the replay, Johnny Richardson just up over the top of that bunker for a little bit too long, gets one in his barrel, and he had lost a bunch of guys from behind him, so he was just trying to make something happen, and Thomas Taylor, the lone soldier, left for excessive, waving everyone off. Finally got shot by JT Bouchard, moving up that side, Atlanta taking the lead. So the Atlanta Predators get off to another quick start as they take the first point in this consolation game for third place against Los Angeles Excessive. We'll be back with more great paintball action. Don't go anywhere.
I've never really been into people that yell at people, or like I'll try and speak positively. I don't ever try and yell at people. And other than that, I just try and go on the field and play by example. I don't try and get penalties. I don't try and push the boundaries. I just want to play solid paintball and hope that everyone else on my team follows that same standard.
The Smart Parts World Paintball Championships are brought to you by Smart Parts, Equipment Counts, and the Mohegan Sun, a world of play.
A little worn out, but you'll do. Your equipment, however, will not. Your time has come. Soaring.
See how it ends at smartparts.com.
Welcome back to the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. I'm Manny Marshall with Bill Gardner Jr., and that's our band PSK keeping things rocking as we get ready to resume play. It's Atlanta up 1-0 over Los Angeles with under 16 minutes to play.
Just gotta keep it up, guys. Keep talking. Keep it up. Keep it up. Don't let him breathe.
Excessive breaking out here, the camouflage black and green, and Atlanta in the red.
So Atlanta at that first point, very strong. They were able to shoot excessive, making their bumps, and shoot a couple of them out of their bunkers. So Nicky Cuba sliding into Snake 2. I think he might have gotten nicked.
Hit on the pack there, Matty.
I know, referee runs in there and checks it out. Yeah, so the referee got in there, pulled him out. Nicky Cuba hit sliding in, so Atlanta still doing a good job and not letting excessive make it to those secondary spots. So Alex Kehoe sliding in Snake 1, gets gunned up on that sideline. Scotty Kemp for excessive. He's gunned up towards the center. Oh, and there Kehoe's trying to get a shot cross field. Kemp trying to get his shot cross field. Now, Scott Kemp, Billy, I would say has been using that inside lane for run-throughs better than anyone so far in this tournament. A lot of guys are going down that tape, but you know, Scotty really has been looking on the inside. Oh, Kehoe, good move on the inside to get up into Snake 2.
And here he goes.
It looks like Mike Venezia got shot out of that insert Aztec, though, right behind Kehoe. And Kehoe trying to get his shots cross field. Oh, Neil Eberle, Cyclops, he's going to walk off. Neil doesn't die early very often. And that's Carl Markowski all the way on the opposite side of the field. He's on the Dorito side. He's trying to get shots cross field on Kehoe. So Atlanta has slightly better field position right now, though you got to say that with Scotty Kemp up in Snake 2 and as offensive of a weapon as he's been so far this event, that, you know, he could pull something out right here and pull it back for excessive.
Excessive has good support here with the player in the X supporting.
Thomas Taylor right behind Scott Kemp. And Carl Markowski rolled his gun towards the inside of part of the field, trying to get shots on the snake.
Alex Kehoe here has to play real smart. Let's see if... Oh, there he is, popping over the top. Let's see. No, nice shot.
There it was. Awesome
Nice
shot on Thomas Taylor from Kehoe. Thomas got caught.
Thomas should have been watching that wire a little bit better.
Well, Thomas got caught on a head check. You know, I mean, you saw there, it wasn't that he was playing a little bit too greedy. It's just that he just put his head out that particular moment and got shot. I mean,
yeah, but he lost the lane. He was supporting his player.
He did lose the lane, but, you know, in order to reestablish the lane, you got a head check, and he just got caught, you know?
Probably loaded.
So Kehoe, up to that 50-yard line bunker, gets a shot across the middle. Carl Markowski. Now he's going to look to run down Scott Kemp, Billy. And Scott Kemp looking cross field.
He's going to make the inside run.
Oh,
nice
there it is.
move.
Awesome move. Kehoe's destroying Excessive this point. So awesome job by Alex Kehoe, wrecking Excessive and giving another point to the Atlanta Predators. And we were talking about Scotty Kemp running that inside lane and doing it so well in previous games. And sure enough, this game, it was like
Kehoe's
it was like we jinxed him.
Exactly.
And here on the replay, Nicky Cuba diving into Snake 2. He got clipped. He got hit in the arm. And then Thomas Taylor tries to head check. If you notice, though, he was shooting right-handed at the left-hand side of that bunker. That's not the way to do it. And then Kehoe running the inside lane, jumping over, shooting Scott Kemp. Great job by Alex Kehoe. And the Atlanta Predators take another point and now have a 2-0 lead over Los Angeles Excessive.
If you're gonna look down the wire, go down the wire. Otherwise, hold. If you're not gonna look,
That's why I went, because nothing going on.
if you're gonna hold, don't hold the wire. Hold inside, because they're not coming down the wire.
So Rusty Glaze trying to let his guys know that, hey, if you come out on that sideline and there's no one shooting at you, get up and go down that side. And the breakout, big move up the center. Johnny Richardson trying to shoot at Jeff Milan as he slides out on that Doritos side. Jeff Milan makes it in there clean. I don't know, referee getting in there, check him out. Maybe he did get him. It looks like there's a hit on the side of Garcia's loader.
Yeah, that could be a rub.
Might be a rub. I don't know. It looks like there might be some spray out that. Referee getting in there, running in, checking him out. We're going to find out here pretty soon. Yep, he's hit.
Yep. Good call.
So Garcia got hit in his loader. He's going to come off. Johnny Richardson continuing his advance up the center of the field. Here comes Rhodes. Rhodes getting into Snake 2.
Rhodes played Snake 2 very well, very aggressively down the Snake side in previous games. Let's see if he can do it here. Ooh,
here comes Thomas Taylor.
Nice move.
Oh, wow. Thomas Taylor diving over that bunker, taking out Rhodes. The referees are going to get in there, and yep, he did trade out with them, so good move by Thomas Taylor to break open the game.
Finishing everything off here.
And putting the nail in the coffin is Johnny Richardson.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Pick it up, boy.
And here comes Greg Hastings just clearing the field. He's going to run in there and grab the flag. So Excessive finally getting up there. And he's going to walk that flag in. Gonna throw it on his head. Maybe he was a little bit tired. So Excessive, good point, man. Thomas Taylor, very aggressive move. And, I mean, he's known for his aggression throughout the league, Billy. Referees.
Yeah, he's a little bit more aggressive in this game than I've seen him in other games.
Here it is, Thomas Taylor jumping over, flying past Rhodes, and then he gets shot in the back, but he traded out with Rhodes. We see here it again, Thomas, boom, shoots him in the back there, and he gets destroyed. And then Johnny Richardson cleaning it up. So Excessive finally getting on the board, and it's 1-2. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Don't go anywhere.
Come on, boys.
Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun Arena for the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships.
Stay in the corner. I had the box. I was shooting the box in the back. When you switched it over, I was already shooting it. Just stay left.
I'm Matty Marshall. I'm here with Bill Gardner Jr., Tyler McCluskey, Seattle Naughty Dogs. Now, Tyler, talk to us about Atlanta. They came out real strong in this game.
Yeah, Atlanta's come out real strong. They're getting to real key spots, stopping Excessive from getting up into the 50s and up into the Snake and stuff, and that's really what's helping them win this game right now.
Tyler, you're one of the more aggressive players in this league. Give us your thoughts on aggressive versus defensive play.
I think in this format here, aggression definitely is key because the field is just so fast. The faster you get up in those key spots to lock out the other team from getting to you, I think definitely benefits. Defensive, once you get in one spot and the guys get up in the snake and Doritos, once you get there, you just get locked out and you just can't move up anywhere.
All right, Tyler, thanks for stopping by and best of luck in the championship match. Let's go back to the action and see if Los Angeles Excessive have what it takes to stop the Atlanta Predators.
Get it up, get it up. Come on, overexcited. Keep it going to the one.
So, a minor penalty assessed on Excessive at the end of that aggressive push. So they're going to have Karl Markowski in the box for 2 minutes. Time running down here in the first half. Atlanta on the power play. Oh, but they lose Jeff Milan off the break.
So now it's 4-on-4, Matty.
Yeah, and look at Nicky Cuba sliding in on that Dorito side. Good move by Nicky Cuba, smart bump out. And there he goes up to the 40-yard line, Dorito.
Nicky Cuba moving well.
Nice play by Nicky. Yeah, there's Jimmy Sareva trying to get a shot on Nicky Cuba across field. Nicky's in that 50-yard line, lay down bunker on the Dorito side. So Nicky needs to earn his gunfights here. It's a really good position. Needs to play smart in there.
For starting out with 4 players, they're doing pretty well here.
Oh, so Nicky gets all the way across onto Atlanta side of the field. Jimmy Sareva shooting across field, trying to pick him up. So Nicky's done a real good job so far of aggressive, smart bumps. Now he needs to produce out of that bunker. You know, you don't want to get in a really good spot and then get shot. If you get in a good bunker, you want to stay alive, be a thorn in the side of the other team. JT Bouchard,
yeah.
Oh!
You know, with Atlanta 4 strong, all the guns turn, and, you know, you got to rely on your team to go down the other wire.
So
Nicky, cause a distraction.
Nicky just trying to do too much out of that bunker, gets shot in his face. And Jordan DeJesus in the snake. He's looking down the sidelines. Now he's going to switch off and look inside. A good paintball player is going to be working the entire bunker. You don't want to just play one side, get tunnel vision on one particular player. There's a lot of spots from that snake area that you can get really good shots across field. Neil Eberle is going to be loading his hopper right there. Now those loaders have about 200 paintballs each. For those of you new to the sport, there's Jimmy Sareva shooting cross field. Looks like he's almost out of paint, Billy.
It could be. It's been a long point so far.
Well, you know, time running out in this half. And Karl Markowski awaiting in the penalty box to come out. Jimmy Sareva shutting down that Dorito side of the field. Oh, now he switches up, tries to get his gun up on the snake. Because he knows
he's shooting Karl.
He's shooting at Karl Markowski. Karl Markowski just gets out underneath the net. Use the net to block the shots coming from Jimmy. Jimmy over the top, surveying the field, looking for an opening.
I'm not sure Karl made it, though.
He's arguing with Fish, one of our head referees.
He has been hit.
So Karl Markowski.
That big knee shot, maybe.
No, look at that. It got hit on his pack. So Karl Markowski hit trying to get out of the penalty box.
Typical of Jimmy, you know, heads up, keeping track of the time, realizes there's somebody in the penalty box, makes the shot.
That's what the veterans do. They use their brains and their bodies. Here comes Jordan DeJesus up to snake 2.
And we've seen Jordan play well out of the snake. Let's see if he can make something happen. Not much time left, though, Matty. Time's ticking down.
Time is definitely ticking down here in the first half of play. Very low-scoring game so far. You know, this game's being played for pride. This is for 3rd place. You know, Excessive, used to playing for 1st and 2nd. They've got to be kind of angry at themselves. They even put themselves in this position. And Atlanta, I mean, they got a lot of young, hungry talent on that team and a lot of veterans that they don't like losing either. Jordan DeJesus making a move up to the 50-yard line bunker. Immediately looking cross field, trying to get a shot on John Richardson. Johnny Richardson locked in that gunfight, doesn't want to give up that lane.
Richardson seems a little uncomfortable. He's trying to find the perfect position in that bunker. But DeJesus isn't really battling with him.
Well, you know, as this time runs down, Atlanta with the lead, they don't want to give it to Excessive right before halftime. We always talk about momentum. The momentum shift in paintball is crucial. You know, we saw it previous semifinal match where Dynasty advanced to the finals, and they were just able to come back against Atlanta and basically smoke them down in the second half. Here comes Jimmy Sareva. He's up to...
And DeJesus, if he moves off that bunker, should have the advantage over Richardson. But again, he's not dropping back off that bunker.
Well, Jordan, you know, he's still new to this paintball thing, man. I mean, he's been grinding for a little bit to get to the pro level, but you know, those kind of creative ways to produce kills, that doesn't come to you for a while. You know, it's kind of rare to find a young talent that is already progressed to that level of the game.
You know, most of the young guys are into the bunker. They want to go move, go take bodies.
And here's Jimmy. He's looking over the top of the bunker. He's, you know, trying to probe and see where the opening is. Excessive gunned up, locking down those lanes. Neil Eberle and Scott Kemp. And John Richardson right there on the Dorito side of the field.
Right. DeJesus really has to put Richardson in so that Jimmy can make something happen out of there. Because he's going to cut right across the lane.
And JT Bouchard making a move up that Dorito side. He knows time is starting to go down. Oh, and John Richardson finally gets clipped. So that Dorito side is open. And you see, as soon as John Richardson dies, Scott Kemp sees that, and he tries to get his gun up on that side because he knows they're going to be coming down.
And they shoot Jimmy.
Oh.
That was a nice shot for the back center, I believe.
So Jimmy gets shot, and then Neil Eberle gets taken out, and here comes JT Bouchard charging up that. He's going to try to come down. They're going to try to bunker out Scott Kemp. Oh, so Scott Kemp gets assassinated.
Yeah, but not
only
much
seconds
time
left, and that's it.
Oh, too little, too late. Atlanta, well, I guess Atlanta didn't want to go into the half allowing Excessive to score, and Excessive didn't score.
It was a good aggressive push at the very end by Atlanta.
A little sooner, and they would have scored.
Hey, listen, quiet. Don't run past the flag. JT blows this wire out. JT turns the whole field, and you guys go headhunting. Kills don't win matches, points do. You ran past the flag. What the hell are you thinking?
Some angry, wise words by Paul Alders, and we see on the replay after Nicky Cuba, even though facing 5 guns, gets all the way on the other side of the field, loses his gunfight.
Good job, boys.
Yep.
And in this awesome technical duel, no one gets that point, and the first half ends. It's the Atlanta Predators 2, a Los Angeles Excessive 1. We'll be right back with second half action after these commercial messages.
Just like we didn't check, it wasn't done until the very end before that.
You don't run past the flag, no matter what.
Relax on this, right?
See how it ends at smartparts.com.
This is what we call a mohawk, and it is red. I actually invented it, and now everybody else wears it because of me. Since then, I've pretty much kept it, and now people know me as, you know, that weird-looking guy with the mohawk. So I keep it. My fans like it, I think.
And it's halftime as the Smart Parts World Paintball Championship rocks on. Atlanta Predators with a 2-1 lead over LA Excessive in a very low-scoring affair.
We just can't drop the ball over here. We got to hold our lanes. Bryce Paul.
I'm Matty Marshall. I'm here with Bill Gardner Jr., and we're lucky enough to have Tyler Michaud, San Diego Dynasty. Now, Tyler, dude, talk to us about Jordan DeJesus, okay? He's kind of a rookie. He could have played it a little bit better that last point. What do you think?
Definitely could have brought a little more paint out with him. I know he's running the snake. You know, he could have definitely got up to the second snake a lot quicker. As long as there's not someone in that center can or someone way up in the center, you can, you know, walk up to that snake really anytime you want.
What about when he got up to that 50, he was locked in that gun battle against, you know, picking paintballs up off the ground?
You know, Jimmy made that move late. He also ran out of paint that game too, so you know, they definitely could have made those moves a lot quicker.
Well, Tyler, really slow first half, long points. What do you expect this second half?
I kind of expect the same kind of style play. Excessive and the Predators kind of play that zoned out, slow, methodical game. It's, you know, a smart way to play paintball. Whatever team kind of steps up the aggression will, you know, prevail in the end.
Well, thanks a lot, Tyler. Best of luck in next week's championship match. It's the Atlanta Predators 2, Los Angeles Excessive 1 as we get ready to kick off the second half of play. LA, they really need to dig deep. Now, these guys, they're not used to playing for third, so they got to be pretty angry that they're not in the running for first place right now. But this is the time we're probably going to, it's gut check time. It's like, look, we're still playing for pride. It's still paintball. We need to handle our business and come out and win some points.
All right, they switch sides here. Atlanta in the red, LA in the camouflage.
Oh, look at Thomas Taylor. He took a couple bouncers going in there. I don't know. Carl Markowski, he gets shot in his loader.
I think they're going to call Taylor, too. In fact, they are definitely going to call Taylor.
So Thomas Taylor.
And I think he just got a penalty, Matty.
Yep, Thomas Taylor gets a penalty on that. Davey Williamson heading to the box. Johnny Richardson running down the field. There's excessive players dying everywhere.
Wait. This ref's coming over for a check.
Jordan DeJesus getting checked out by the referee.
Looks like he's clean.
He's in really good field position right now. And here comes Jimmy Sareva. Coming up behind DeJesus. So Atlanta looks good right now.
Very good.
Looking very good position.
They control the 50s. They're just closing this game up. There
it is. And that's it right there. So JT Bouchard's going to run all the way cross field, grab that flag. And so Thomas Taylor drawing that penalty, sending Davey Williamson to the box.
That's a 5-minute, too. That's not a good time for it either.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to get any sort of major penalty at the start of the second half that's going to hamstring your team like that. So pretty crucial mental mistake. And it's the Atlanta Predators with a very quick point. LA excessive. 5-minute major penalty as things go from bad to worse for them. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Callie Steidehar, who's with Excessive's player coach, Johnny Richardson, see what he's got up his sleeve.
Thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Johnny Richardson of LA Excessive. You're down by 2, man. What are you going to do to get in this game?
They're actually holding up the taco side and getting pretty deep on the snake side. So what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and run a play where we go through the middle, shoot the corner of the taco sides out, contain that, and then go through the middle and trap them all. Because the snake players all look inside, so if we can catch them on their bellies, we can go through there.
Because you guys are definitely favored to win this game, so how does your communication have to change to make this happen?
We just got to play like we can. We came out real strong in this event, and then we've kind of been faltering every match since.
All right, well, good luck on the rest of the half.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Callie and Johnny. And it's now Atlanta up by 2 on Los Angeles by a 3-1 score, and they'll also be on the power play for the next 5 minutes. With 17:10 to go, Atlanta's going to have the opportunity to extend their lead or even break this game wide open. So Excessive playing with 4 and Atlanta on the power play. Atlanta with the lead right now. Excessive, they're going to have to dig deep, man. They're going to have
let's see if Atlanta can take advantage of this power play.
Oh, they lose off the break.
Milan, I think.
Bryce Rhodes dying off that Dorito side. And we see 2 in that back center for Atlanta rolling their guns, trying to shoot the Excessive players off the break. JT's going to want to get out of that back center. You see he's trying to put him in. There he goes. Trying to make it all the way to the back X. And he makes it alive. Good job by JT to
Sure
pull out.
made it alive. They got to check.
Referee get in there and pulling him out?
No, I didn't think so. He got hit in the pack.
So he gets clipped on the pack, and it looks like a penalty is going to be assessed. Oh, 5 minute.
Oh, that's questionable 5-minute, Matty. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Thomas Taylor just got an equal 5-minute penalty on the same sort of play.
No, I don't think so. Taylor knew he was hit and stayed in the game. He got hit in the back.
Well,
That's very questionable.
Thomas Taylor had bounces come off from 2. So, and JT ran out there and looked like he took some pain as well. Either way, it's definitely a close call. But it definitely is going to help Excessive out, that's for sure.
Definitely, but I don't think it was a good call.
Here comes Nicky Cuba getting up in that center, making a shot on the snake, and he gets taken out himself. And here comes Carl Markowski running up the field. So he's going to try to make a move on the snake right here. Comes Carl Markowski cutting an inside seam.
Way cut inside was very nice there, Matty.
So he cut that inside seam, taking down Kehoe, sacrificing himself, but it doesn't matter because Neil Eberle, always solid and alive, he's in there to grab that flag. He's going to slowly walk over and grab that flag, trying to take as much time off their penalty as possible.
Carl.
If I was Atlanta right now, I might want to blow the horn and save that 5-minute major penalty. But at the same time, you know what? Atlanta also, they got themselves a 5-minute penalty, so both teams really wanting as much of that clock to tick down as possible.
And now we're going to go to the replay. Here you see JT goes across the field. He gets hit in the back. Very questionable call on that 5-minute penalty.
The LA Excessive get a critical point there as Atlanta gets tagged with a 5-minute penalty of their own. And it's now a 3-2 score with Atlanta in the lead. We'll see if they can keep this lead when our match continues on the other side of this commercial timeout.
Listen, when we drop a weasel off one of the sides, it's really important that we echo that so the other side of the field knows they just need to hang tight in there and let the other side work that a little bit more. Okay?
Right. Time's running down. I got to do what I got to do. Hold it down.
No meltdown. Not a single meltdown. Again. Squad J, turn around.
Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun Arena for the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. I'm Manny Marshall bringing you all the action with Bill Gardner Jr. It's the Atlanta Predators with the 3-2 lead over the Los Angeles Excessive in this consolation match for third place as the second half of play resumes.
Okay, Maddie, we've got one in the box for each team here.
So both teams playing with 4 right now. Davey Williamson's going to get out of that box for Excessive before the player comes out for Atlanta. Again, Excessive in the black and camouflage. Atlanta in the red and black.
Nice field position
There goes
for Excessive,
Nikki.
and they both move at the same time.
So Nikki Cuba and John Richardson both gliding into Snake 1 and Snake 2. And Kevin Rhodes. Oh, Nikki Cuba gets shot, though, out of Snake 2. Gets a couple extra walking off. Johnny Richardson still in there looking inside. There goes Rhodes getting up into Snake 2. Oh, but at the top of your screen, Garcia dies for Atlanta. You can hear Neil Eberle yelling at Scott Camp, trying to give him some information. Rhodes looking on that inside, searching for shots.
Rhodes going inside. Ooh, that was close.
Very close, but it looks like he gets in there clean, comes right over the top. Neil Eberle screaming cross field, felt he got a shot in on his head. Here comes Johnny Richardson cutting on the inside. He's out in the open. Oh, almost got picked up. Low crawls up into Snake 2.
I'm not sure if Rhodes saw him there or not, Maddie.
I don't know. Rhodes,
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did because Rhodes is gunned up down the sideline.
Richardson may have a little surprise for Rhodes here.
You can see right now Johnny giving little hand signals to his player. Still, Rhodes doesn't know. Oh, now Rhodes knows that he's there.
Somebody's going to pop over the top.
We're going to see who wins this battle right now. It's Rhodes and Richardson.
Nice move by Richardson. Look at him use that bunker.
Well, you know, he's using it. Richardson is one of the best paintball thinkers we have. And here he comes on the inside. Oh, awesome move.
Very nice.
Oh, but he got picked up, though.
Yep, I don't think he made it. He didn't.
Well, he tried to make that move on the inside, and it was the right move to make. But you know what? That is a very good job by Rhodes' back guy. Rhodes' back guy just basically had his back the entire time.
And a very good job by Richardson. Notice how he read the bunker. As I was saying there, Richardson, you know, that's the perfect schooling on how to play a bunker there.
So Rhodes still styling up in that 50-yard line bunker. He has his back man to thank for saving his life as Richardson was coming to bunker him out of there.
I don't think Williams has a good chance of getting out of here. They have all the angles.
Yeah, Williamson's definitely going to have to come out into a stream of paintballs. You see Rhodes, gets a shot on his face. And
really got mowed.
Oh, and Davey wears a bunch of extra on his back walking off.
Ooh, they just nailed Rhodes.
Oh, but Rhodes gets a little greedy in that bunker. Rusty Glaze.
Yeah, he's playing over the top a little bit too much.
Rusty Glaze is going to have a game, though. Here he comes down the inside of the field.
Milan hit, but I believe he shot Rusty Glaze.
So, Rusty Glaze and Jeff Milan. Oh, Rusty shows him that Jeff, hey, buddy, you're number 1. So, Glaze and Milan, a little argument at the end of that. But it doesn't matter because Neil Eberle hobbling. Neil's had problems with his hamstring in the past, so I don't know, maybe he blew his hamstring again, but he's a soldier, consistently alive, grabbing the flag again for Excessive, hanging it.
Let's get out there, get it back!
Get it back, Jody. Get it back. Come on, let's get the intensity up.
And we see on the replay, Davey Williamson trying to use the net as cover, but it doesn't matter because Rhodes gets a shot on, but then Rhodes gets shot by Rusty Glaze, and Rusty Glaze runs down Jeff Milan. It's all tied up at 3 now as the Los Angeles Excessive rack up another point. They're definitely making a game out of this against the Atlanta Predators.
It's actually good that that I have 30 seconds to come out because they're going to be farther back in the field, so I'll have a better chance to get out. That's good for us. They've got a 2-minute now, so it's 4-on-4, and I'll be out, and it'll be 4-on-5 then if we can stay alive.
Atlanta still down 1 player here. They have 1 in the penalty box.
Oh, it looks like Glaze got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after giving Milan a piece of his mind. So Excessive has to start with 4 as well.
Going out to Snake 2.
Nikki Cuba sliding into Snake 2, immediately looks inside. He's shooting into the penalty box right now.
Penalty on Atlanta's coming to an end.
So Atlanta surely going to get their player back out of the penalty box. Oh, and Venezia comes out of the penalty box, and he takes the place of the back center who ends up getting shot out of there. So the back center tried to run out and get to the Dorito side of the field, but he didn't make it.
He may have drawn the gun, which got his player out of the box, but didn't pay off.
We see Jimmy Sareva rolling his gun up that Dorito side of the field. He's trying to get a shot on Carl Markowski, who's playing pretty tight on, especially he's gunned up down the sideline, minimizing his exposure from the inside part of the field.
Both teams with about equal field position here. Although, Excessive has Snake 2.
So Nicky Cuba and Snake 2, he's backed up far off there, trying to get some angles. Coming towards the inside. Venezia rolling his gun up that Snake side. A good back player is going to be shooting a lot of paint. You see these guys that are making these forward aggressive moves. Those are your front players. Now, and here comes Scott Kemp coming out of the penalty box. Oh, I think he made it. We're going to see in just a second. Yeah, I think he made it. So it's 4-on-4 right now. Thomas Taylor screaming to his teammates. Now, again, I was saying you have your really aggressive guys. Now, this sort of style of paintball, everyone's got to be mobile. Everyone's got to be able to make moves. However, you got your guys like Venezia. Venezia, real good at shooting lanes. He's a solid player, talks a lot. So he's going to be backing up guys like Jordan DeJesus. Nicky Cuba, you see there, he's in Snake 2 at the top of your screen. Both teams playing smart right now. You haven't seen any really mental mistakes gun battling right now. Because, I mean, basically, you don't want to be the guy that has to go back in the pit and get yelled at by your friends because you screwed up and let the other team get the advantage.
Cuba taking a few more chances out of Snake 2 to try to get an angle on someone. And now being supported by his player at the X. Look at him over the top like that, Matty.
It's DeJesus.
He's looking around for something.
It's DeJesus and Cuba. Cuba looking froggy, man. He wants to move up this side. But he's going to have to earn it. Cuba's been doing a really good job of getting into important bunkers, but after he's been getting into those bunkers, this match he's been trying to do too much with his gunfights. Oh, there goes DeJesus. He gets up to the 50-yard line bunker.
Now, I would think the X player picked that up, the one supporting Nicky.
Oh, DeJesus. He had the drop on Cuba, but he missed his shot.
Nope, and you see that?
Oh,
almost got shot by the X. The X not covering very well.
Yeah. Definitely Nicky's back guy needs to be throwing a little bit more paint down the side. Cuba, you see it's a really good, interesting battle here shaping up. DeJesus trying to jump across and get another shot.
Boy, Cuba got lucky there.
And here comes Cuba on the
inside run. Oh, watch this.
Oh, smart move by Nicky. I think he's going to be able to get the
shot him in the foot. That was a brilliant move. Did you see that?
That was a really good job by Cuba, and he grabs the flag, and that's going to do it for Atlanta. So on the strength of Nicky Cuba, I'll tell you what, Jordan comes out. He comes out on the sideline, misses his shot on Nicky, and you never want to give a good player a second chance.
Yeah, well, Nicky got very lucky there, no doubt.
So good job by Nicky Cuba, handles his business, dodges the paintball by DeJesus, and then rolls up that center and is able to get a shot on DeJesus' leg, grabs that flag, and runs it in. So good job, Nicky Cuba. So Los Angeles gets right back into it, and it's now a 4-3 game with the Los Angeles Excessive taking their first lead of the match over the Atlanta Predators with just under 4 minutes left to play. And while our teams get ready for this last frantic 4 minutes of the match, let's check this out.
This is why they fight.
We fight! All day we fight!
This is why they practice.
It's all right now!
This is why they travel all around the world. For the paintballs, for the sweat.
Nobody really understands the intensity of this game.
Every single gunfight counts.
So they're able to say, this is mine, I earned this.
Gotta win. Winning and respect. That's it.
The Smart Parts Championship Trophy.
You really want something? You can get it.
And we'll be back with more action after this commercial timeout. Don't go anywhere.
See how it ends at smartparts.com.
The Smart Parts World Paintball Championships are brought to you by Smart Parts, Equipment Counts, and the Mohegan Sun, a world of play. Welcome back to the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. That's our house band, PSK, rocking out as we get ready to return to play. I'm Matty Marshall. I'm here with Bill Gardner Jr., Ryan Greenspan, San Diego Dynasty. You guys are taking on the Naughty Dogs next week in the finals. But this third-place matchup, man, it's real close, man. Who do you think's going to win this thing?
You know, I think Excessive's going to keep their composure and just shut them down. These games have been so long. I think Excessive knows how to make these moves.
Well, all right, Ryan, thanks a lot. Good luck in the finals next week. Thanks for stopping by. With less than 4 minutes remaining, it's the LA Excessive, a 4-3 lead over the Atlanta Predators. And with third place in this tournament on the line, let's see who's going to suck it up, come out on top. So, Excessive back with 5. Atlanta back with 5. Atlanta in the red. Excessive black and camouflage. Ooh, Atlanta breaking out all the way to the X on that Dorito side of the field.
Excessive, a nice tight breakout, guns up.
And there goes Nicky Cuba up into Snake 1. Played very well last point.
Looks like everybody made it.
And there's Carl Markowski.
Jeff Milan moving down the right wire. I don't think he made it. Looks like he got hit in the gun.
And the referee's getting in there to check out that gun, and yep, he's hit. So Jeff Milan getting shot by Carl Markowski. There goes Carl trying to break out to that side as well. Ooh, he gets in there nice and tight. Referee running over to check him out. So he gets his gun up. Looks like he's clean. Trying to get shots on Jimmy Sareva, number 28. He's in that center Aztec. Yeah, Jimmy's had a pretty good tournament so far for Atlanta. Let's see if he can step it up and, be the veteran he is.
He's getting shot in the back there. He's got to be careful.
So let's see if the veteran Jimmy Sareva can step it up and lead Atlanta. Right now, Excessive handling business. Good tight play by both these teams, I'm definitely impressed with the way these guys have been gunfighting. I haven't seen a lot of stupid gunfights in this entire match. That's why you have long points. And you got guys.
The game's lost a little of its intensity. Those early moves, those early aggressive moves, everyone's sticking in their bunkers now and watching their lanes and making the shots.
Neither team wanting to make a mistake. Oh, looks like the referee going to get out there. The referee pulling out Atlanta's back player right there on the Snake side. So that was Josh Nevius pulled out on the Snake side. Here comes Cuba.
DeJesus here, Nicky right in front of him. He has no back support.
Well, DeJesus still has a little room to work. Still has another Snake section he can move up into, but he's trying to work his inside shots like we talked about before, Billy, just trying to play smart and cover those lanes. However, Nicky Cuba playing real aggressive, and in the end, that's going to win out more times than not. Oh, there it was. Nicky Cuba standing over the top of that, taking out Sareva. So Nicky Cuba really stepping it up here at the end of the second half, helping out his team. And it's just DeJesus left over there. So Nicky Cuba handling business for Excessive, and Excessive's going to go up another point. So Los Angeles forces Atlanta to concede, and that's going to make it a 5-3 game with 1:44 left to go. And you got to think the LA's feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Go, boys! Beat down! Sit there! Beat down! Sit there! Let's go! Come on, boys! Right, get it up! Go out there and fight as hard as you can, man. Go out there and put it over.
Atlanta Predators need a couple of quick points. Let's see if they can make it happen. You see on the right-hand side, they're in the red. Atlanta, they need to get something going here against Excessive.
Solid break up the center. Does it pay off? There goes Jimmy.
Jimmy playing real aggressive up that center now. He's trying to shut down. He's just going to keep going through. Oh, but he gets shot.
Rhodes moving with him.
So Rhodes,
oh, he gets shot too.
They don't have a lot of time left. So I totally understand them trying to come this aggressive. But you got to play smart at the same time. You can't just blindly run up the field. And I know Jimmy probably saw an opening, but Rhodes, if you see Jimmy go and make that move, here's a smart move by Bouchard. See, he saw all the chaos go on, and he slickly moves up into the 50-yard line bunker.
And he's playing tight once he gets there.
So here it comes. Oh, then he threw himself away, though.
So much for that. Although the time's running out, they're trying to catch this game up.
Yeah, and we see on the replay, there's Jimmy Sareva trying to come up through the center and make something happen. He gets blown away, though. Rhodes trying to play off that move. He tries to get up to the 50 Aztec. He doesn't make it either. So So Atlanta just getting torched down, trying to make these aggressive moves here as time is running out. Atlanta's going to have to concede yet another point, making it a 6-3 game with LA Excessive taking a commanding lead just a minute to go. And we'll be right back with the conclusion to our match right after this commercial timeout.
Smart Parts.
Welcome back to the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. This is our consolation match between the LA Excessive and the Atlanta Predators for third place bragging rights.
Right now, I mean, we're down 3 points. You'd have to score 3 20-second points, and that's really not going to happen. We're not here to sit back and, get shot up. We're going to go try to bring it to them the best we can.
You're going to die fighting?
Yeah, we're going to die fighting. That's it. We don't die on our knees.
It's Los Angeles up by 3, a minute remaining, and Atlanta hoping for a miracle. So this could potentially be the last point of the game. Not a lot of time left at all. Both teams at full strength. It's going to take an act of God, though, for Atlanta to win this game.
Atlanta coming out aggressively.
Ooh, awesome move. Well, could be an awesome move. We'll see if Kehoe got in there alive. Referees, I'm sure, is going to get there and check him out. Carl Markowski laying the fire down.
Yeah, Kehoe has been eliminated.
JT Bouchard, though, right up in that 50-yard line.
JT not too bad a position right there if you can take advantage of it, but still not much time.
Well, Excessive doing exactly what they need to do. They're just stoning it up, shooting a lot of paint. There's JT trying to get across, and now he got shot in his face. Carl Markowski just chewing up that snake side right now. And looks like Garcia is going to be hit as well. And then here comes Johnny Richardson running up the field.
It's getting close.
Oh, and he's going to take out Rhodes. Not much Rhodes could do about that. And that's going to be it for Atlanta. Congratulations to Excessive. We're going to seal up third place in this tournament. I know they got to be disappointed, but hey, third place is better than fourth.
Good job, XSV!
And we see on that replay, Rhodes getting shot down.
Yeah, boys. Way to play. Way to finish.
And that's going to do it. Your final score, LA Excessive 7, Atlanta Predators 3.
Keep your heads up, go out there, shake their hand like you're a man. Yeah!
You lost. Thinking on about it. Keep your heads up. Sorry, bye.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Callie Steidehar, who's with LA's Nikki Cuba and Neil Eberly.
Eberly, we saw you limping, man. Are you hurt a little bit?
Yeah, I've had hamstring problems in the past, and I felt my hamstring go a little bit when I filled out to the corner, and I just didn't want to push it any farther and get injured more, so I just did what I could do in the pit and coach and help the guys, finish the game off.
Well, Nikki, playing smart, man, in that snake, just killing him on that side. Talk to me about DeJesus being on that 50 can. He was packed up, on his left side. Tell me about that.
Yeah, when I heard that he was in there, they made the call that he was in there. So just talking to John and everyone on the field, I was like, got to get this guy out of there. So, just went through, cleaned him out, and then had Jimmy's back and just cleared out that field. And that was a point that, kind of gave us the momentum to bring this game to them and put them on their heels and had to force them to come to us, which in the beginning of the half, they were kind of just sitting back and letting us come into their guns. And once we got that point, they had to come to us.
Sure thing. All right, well, congratulations, guys.
Everyone, be freaking proud. Let's take this, take it to the next level, our next practice, and the next tournament, okay? So everyone take what you learned from this and make it one more step up after this.
Keep your heads up. Louder on 3.
Loud one on 3.
Loud team on 3.
1, 2, 3, go!
So it's the Los Angeles Excessive over Atlanta Predators in our consolation game for third place by a score of 7-3. Be sure to join us next week as San Diego Dynasty takes on the Seattle Naughty Dogs in our tournament's championship game. And that's going to do it for us here today. And on behalf of Bill Gardner Jr., Callie Steidehar, and all of our crew, I'm Matty Marshall saying see you next time.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.